Hey man, sorry this is going to be shaky. All right, so we got some things to talk about today. First off, we may have a scope coming for the what would Stoner do rifle. All right, Monkeypox, Kemp, Perdue, and the next book is out in the Stonemont series from Stephen Smith. Woohoo! Okay, Monkeypox. Forget about it. It's no big deal. I mean, it does highlight an interesting issue. The powers that be freaked out so bad over COVID that, and they spent all of their credibility and got everyone just so sick of them that now or when, probably not if, when a real dangerous pandemic comes up, all of us, me too, are going to be like, screw you, you guys are full of shit. It's like what you did with COVID. Now, monkeypox is not that. It's affecting gay guys, apparently. It's only spread through bodily fluid swaps. Does this sound familiar? It's coming from Africa. May have originated among monkeys. Is only infecting, I guess originated among monkeys. Originated among monkeys and is only affecting men who have sex with men. You know what us normal people call gay guys. What all do I need? I need a lot. Sounds just like HIV to me. Comes out of Africa. Apparently gay guys got it from monkeys. I am not speculating how. I don't even care to speculate how. Spread through bodily fluids. Here's how to avoid monkeypox. Don't be a man who has sex with men. Problem solved. It's a complex, highly scientific, amazingly modern, actually no, not medieval, old-fashioned treatment. Don't be a man who has sex with men. Nothing good comes out of it. Monkeypox. But, just interesting to keep in mind, one day I will never find that fence stretcher. I will never find it. It is here somewhere. I should just go out and buy a new one. Damn it, I hate myself. Yeah, keep in mind that. Look at this. I found the fence stretcher. Yay. Where was I? Oh, there is another pandemic coming. At some point there will be a pandemic coming. And these idiots who expended all of their credibility on COVID are all going to be like, why didn't you believe us? We told you it was good. But because you've been wrong about everything. Everything. You were wrong about AIDS. Very wrong about AIDS. You're wrong about everything. And then suddenly that blind squirrel's going to find a nut one day. And everyone's going to be like, I told you. And I'll be like, you know what? Screw you, you jackass. You didn't tell nobody nothing. You told people what they needed to know about you when you were wrong all the time and selling your soul for political power. All right, now I have the poultry net staples. Now I need a hammer. But, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Shucks. There will be a real pandemic one day. And it will kill millions. And then all the jackasses who've been wrong their whole lives will be like, look, we told you so. Anyway, Kemp, Perdue. I have, let's say a weak man is double-minded and all this. It's a scripture anyway. Brian Kemp, for those of you who don't know, Brian Kemp is the governor of Georgia. And he's facing a primary from David Perdue, who was the Trumpian senator from Georgia who lost to Raphael Warnock in the freest, safest, most secure election of all time. And as you know, I shouldn't say as you know. If you don't know, David Perdue was closely aligned with Donald Trump. And Brian Kemp pretended to be closely aligned with Donald Trump when he wanted his endorsement in the 2018 primary. It shouldn't be this hard. It shouldn't be this hard. I know I've got a hammer down here somewhere. And Brian Kemp was the most Trumpian of candidates in 2018, running against Stacey Abrams. He sounded like a NASCAR announcer when a really bad wreck was happening. I'm going to get my shotgun and get my pickup truck. I'm going to ride all around. I'm going to pick up all them illegal aliens. I'm going to take them back to the border myself. And everyone was like, yeah, that's awesome, you know. We should have known. Anytime a politician talks about his shotgun, he's lying to you. Because he's trying to do sorry about all this, a socially acceptable, non-committal way. This is not working. Act like he's supporting the Second Amendment. I got my granddaddy's shotgun. I'm going to get my pickup truck, go get all them illegal aliens, take them back to the border. Where if he was really supporting the Second Amendment, he would say something like, I got a .249 saw. I lost it in a tragic boating accident. So, when they talk about their shotguns, we need to start rejecting those assholes. They need to come out and be seen with an AR-15 with a binary trigger and, you know, all that. Yada, yada. But anyway, as soon as he gets elected, he was squaring off a guy named Casey Cagle, who was just a truly corrupt, asshole. So Kemp was still a better choice than Cagle. But as soon as Kemp gets elected, he takes off his denim jacket or whatever. He was in like those lumberjack shirts. Puts on a suit and tie. Parks his truck. Locks Granddaddy's shotgun back up with the safety lock. And he turns the state over to a guy named David Ralston, Speaker of the House in Georgia. Worthless. Rhino doesn't even begin to describe him. Just a worthless individual. Not on our side, not one of us. And Brian Kemp disappears for 2 years, 3 years. In his campaign, he promised us constitutional carry, religious liberty, and he acted like he'd be, this kind of Rick Scott, tough on immigration governor. Now, I'm going to give him a little bit of credit, one piece of credit. He gave us a decent pro-life bill. Although now we've seen how he's done since, he probably only did it because he was pretty sure it would get overturned. I don't think now that he would have done it if he thought that Roe versus Wade wasn't going to save him from himself. But he did do that, and I'll give it to him. Other than that, David Ralston ran our state for 3 years. And then it came time for primary, and Brian Kemp went back to being a NASCAR announcer. His accent came back. His shotgun came back. But here's what really pisses me off. I don't care what these people actually believe. I'm not naive enough to think that Donald Trump shares my values. I care about what they do. Donald Trump did what he said he would do. He made conservative decisions and appointed conservative judges and all this stuff. That's what I care about. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think in your little heart of hearts. I'm not God. Your heart condition is between you and him. I care about what you do. So normally Brian Kemp could have got away with all that if he had done what he said he was going to do. And I know what you're saying. Oh, but Zach, wait a minute. He did do constitutional carry. Y'all got that. That's right. He did eventually do it in an election year when he needed to win a primary. He purposely put that issue in his back pocket, refused to do anything about it. We could have gotten into the legislature at any time. That could have been his very first legislative session. He could have given us constitutional carry. Instead, he put it in his back pocket, and he saved it for a primary and used it as a political issue. He played politics with our Second Amendment rights. You know what? Fine. You did the right thing in the end because it was in your best interest. But I'm not supporting you in a primary. You played politics with the Second Amendment. If he makes it, and it looks like he will make it out of the primary into the general right now, I can support him in a general, but he needs to be primaried hard. He needs to be primaried hard. So any of my Georgia friends, if you're interested in what I think about this primary, Perdue. Vote Perdue. Brian Kemp needs a wake-up call. He needs to be reminded about NASCAR announcer Brian Kemp and not this horseshit David Ralston bullshit he's been pulling for the last 3 years. It's unsat. Okay, and on a good fun note, the new Stonemont book is out. Mr. Smith, Stephen A. Smith, the author. If you're not familiar with the Stonemont books, you've got to go take a look at them. I think he's on book 4 or 5 now. They're great. The whole premise is that an EMP hit, the world collapsed, and Mr. Smith is rebuilding the world the way he thinks it should be. This is a political utopian fiction more so than anything else. It's also a survival how-to and a prepper how-to and all this stuff. But it really is about the way the world should be. And I enjoy these books to no end. I haven't got to start it yet because as soon as it got here, Mariah grabbed it and started reading it. So we will do a video on this soon. He was kind enough to send this book to me, and we will plug it as much as we can. It's valuable. Even if he didn't send it to me, it's valuable, and I would plug it anyway. But the way this has worked with all the other books, he sent them to me, and Mariah got to it first and read it. And then the last 2, my father-in-law got before I got to them. So it could be a while before I get to read the book, Mr. Smith. Anyway, I need to call you and tell you thank you because he signed them and everything. It's very, very cool. I've got the whole series now. But anywho, there you go. Monkeypox ain't a thing, but something will be. Something will get us. One of these is coming, and our medical. We need rain so bad. We need rain so bad. Can I flip this around now while it's recording? No, it doesn't look like it. One of these things is going to get us, and our medical establishment will have lost all credibility, and they won't be able to function in a crisis when we need them. What was the other one? Oh, Brian Kemp. If you're a Georgia voter, please vote, and please vote for David Perdue. Also, Kelvin King is an interesting man who could really help carry our message to some minority groups. And if we could start swinging, 15 to 20% of minorities, we could revolutionize our country. And for that reason, I hope Kelvin King has a future in the Georgia Republican Party. And then go check out the new Stephen A. Smith Stonemont book. I will try Stonemont. I will try to put a link in the description, but I may fail to do so. I bet if I asked Isaac to, though, he would put it in the comments, and then I can pin his comment because I am lazy. Take a look at the garden. I'm not sure what y'all can see. It has been so dry, but it is going okay. That's the part we're leaving fallow up there. Here's the peanuts, which we have never really made work yet. I really want to make peanuts work for a fat source. There's a little, I'm not positive what you guys can see. I've just got this turned around. There's a volunteer watermelon. We love volunteer stuff. We let all the volunteer stuff grow. On your left there is green beans, and I can't remember what these are. I think these are field peas or southern peas. And over there is some kind of pea. Onions, okra. That might all be okra, I'm not sure. I think this is mustard. I think that was cabbage. I don't know what that is. That's some brassica. Lettuce, but it's starting to get too hot. These are beets. Broccoli that is bolting because it's too hot. So we'll save the seed from that most likely. And then the English peas, which if you ever want to get kids to eat vegetables, grow English peas and let them eat them off the vine. They are like candy. Kids love them. I don't see any. The kids come up here every day and pick them off. They don't even get in the house. They just eat them right off the vine. That was another set of English peas that we did a different way. They went in much earlier. This is the first year we've ever given them a trellis. They will get a trellis from now on. This is how we will do English peas from now on. They really liked that, and these are already dying. Although these did go in earlier. There's an empty spot. Adam, I'll be planting something here that you sent me. You probably know what that is. No, it's not that. Oh, geez, people. The potatoes, half can, you can see I did hill them, I promise. These are probably about to play out too. They don't like the hot weather. It started to get up into the 90s. If we don't get rain this weekend, these are probably done. The corn is looking good. That's the Silver King. These are more potatoes. See these 3 rows? Oh, and then this sort of partial row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows here, a half row over there. These are all 50 foot, but there are some gaps. I think we got the plants every foot. I don't remember. And then out over here. So these will come out soon, and these will be our earliest calorie crop for the year. And that Silver King is doing good. Those are the butter beans down there. If you don't know, then you have to look it up. Butter beans are a southern delicacy, and people are passionate about them. I'm really shocked how well this corn is doing considering how dry it's been. And then the sweet potatoes. And a bunch of volunteer peanuts from last year. So volunteer peanut. All those are volunteer peanuts. That's a volunteer peanut. That's a volunteer peanut. That might be a volunteer bean. Or it could be a sweet potato. Can't really tell. But all these are sweet potatoes. And we've got to fill in, like this one. Oh, look, it is alive. It's down there. How about that? Huh. Might make it. Volunteer peanuts. Sweet taters. Ooh, looks like we're missing 3 right here. These are looking bad. Yeah, that one's barely making it, but it made it. Oh, look, there's one right here too. Huh. It's still alive. It ain't happy, but it's still there. All right, man. We appreciate you. Thank you. Y'all want to see the puppies? I'll show you the puppies. There's the puppies. We got 10. Look at that guy laying on his back. We got 10 of them. 3 are spoken for, so 7 are still available. They're pretty cute. The kids tell me they've got one picked out for us. I don't know which one it is, though. Hey, you. Look over here. What do we got? No? You're not interested? Oh, their eyes are open. Wonder why you're over here all by yourself. Anyway, mostly Pyrenees, some Anatolian, a little bit of lab. Oh, and then we still got the cow. You want to say hello to the people, cow? How'd you get wet? Huh. Weird. Ah, Ben, we appreciate you. Thank you.